Hey guys, Salvatore Cirmi here with another great tutorial here on pixelloaf.com. Now in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make a dramatic portrait effect using a few different Photoshop techniques. It's very simple to do, so let's just get started. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this layer. I don't want to work on top of my original, so we're going to start working on the duplicated layer. So from here what we're going to do is I'm going to create a new blank layer. And I'm going to zoom in here just so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab a brush and I'm going to drop this down a little bit. I'd say about 33 pixels is good, and we're going to make this a soft edge brush, so make sure you have the hardness set down to 0%. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our flow down all the way down to about 8. Okay, so what I'm going to start working on right now is I'm going to try to highlight all the areas that are more bright. So around the cheek area here, the chin, a little bit on the forehead, and I just want to kind of bring that white out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my blend modes and I'm going to click on overlay. Okay, now with my white foreground selected and my brush, I'm going to just start touching up just little areas just to lighten it up a little bit, and you can see right away where I'm actually brightening up the skin tone. So, and I'm going very gently, I'm not going too hard on the brush. I don't want to overkill it, so we're gonna go here, get a little bit on the nose right here, maybe a little bit over the eyelid here. A little bit right here on the forehead, and a little bit on the ear here. I'm going to go up a little bit. Okay, and maybe a little bit right here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to create a new layer. Okay, and this time we're going to use black. Now with the same exact flow at 8%, soft edge brush at about 33 pixels, we're just going to start touching in the more darker areas. And we're just going to start filling it in a little bit darker. You're going to have to play around with the brush sizes from time to time depending on what area of the picture you're going to be working on. So we're going to go here. And I'm going to set my blend mode here to overlay. Let's see here a little bit, here. And basically just darkening up the darker spots, in between the wrinkles, just trying to bring them out more. There's another way of doing this. You can use your burn tool, but I find that this way is a lot easier for me. If I need to go back and change things, I can, or erase things, or if I would want to, I can also design on top of this layer to make the corrections I would need. So let's go here a little bit. Let's go here. And again, you'll be playing with the sizes of the brushes depending on what area you're working on. But let me zoom out a minute just so you can see the difference almost immediately. Okay, so you get the idea of where we're going with this. And basically it's just your creative mind of where you want to get the more darker areas in or lighter areas. And once you start practicing this technique more and more, yeah, you'll start to develop an eye for it on different areas of the face, and the way the color, the way the lighting actually hits the person in the image. So you'll start to get the hang of it. So let's see here, hit it a little bit here, here, and we're going to bring this brush up a little bit and get some of that dark in there. Bring this out. Okay, and it's starting to come out really, really nice. Let me put a really dark shadowing underneath the chin. Let's bring this here. Bring my brush down, and I'm going to fill this in right here. So right away you can start seeing, with just a little bit of touch up, the dramatic effect you can give to the image. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the top layer and we're going to create a new blank layer. And I'm going to use black, and I'm going to use a bigger brush. I'm going to bump this up to about 125 pixels. Okay, still with the soft edge. I'm just going to hit here the corners. I'm going to bring my flow back up to 100%, and I'm just going to hit right to the edges, as close as I can get, like so. And I'm going to drop my brush down a little bit to about 50, and I'm just going to get right to the edge there. So now with this layer, I'm just going to duplicate that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filters, I'm going to go to noise, add noise. Click OK. I have it set to about 75. Actually, let's make it an even 75. Oop. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. And then what we're going to go is to filters. We're going to go to blur and then motion blur. And you know, depending on which way you want to do it, I mean, you can set it to whatever angles you see fit for you. But I'm going to put it to about -74. That looks good to me. Click OK. And then all I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to erase the extra access that I don't want right here. I'm just going to eliminate this right here, like so. And clean that up pretty good. Okay. And try to get as close as possible to the edges here. So like this, it looks very clean. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to drop the opacity down a bit. You know, I don't want it to be too overpowering in the background. Okay. And there you have it. You go from a simple photograph to a dramatic portrait. So I hope this tutorial helps you guys. And again, playing around with Photoshop and using different techniques, you're going to start to adjust and have your own style of doing things. I just hope this tutorial helps you, and I'll see you next time.